Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Thursday, March 14th. Prices mixed here overnight. Feed grains lower across the board while the soybean complex is a touch higher right now. Corn is actually near its lows, down 1 to 3 cents, let's call it. Wheat prices down 7 to 8 right now in Kansas City and Chicago, while Minneapolis is down 3 to 4. Both products are slightly higher in the soybeans and beans themselves, up 2 to 3 cents. Some pretty heavy rains in the Chicagoland area overnight. Currently, the 24-hour preset map does show a line of heavy rain stretching from Chicago southwest towards Kansas City, 1 to 2 inches in this band. Some areas have picked up 3+ inches. Much of southeast Iowa looks to have picked up about a half to 1 inch rain. Little precip north of here up into the northern plains, where today's drought monitor will likely show an increase or deepening of drought conditions. We do get export sales here later this morning. Yesterday's ethanol production report did show 1,024,000 barrels per day of ethanol produced last week, which is slightly above the pace needed to reach the USDA corn usage forecast of 5.375 billion bushels. And tomorrow we'll get a NOPA crush update from February, which is expected to show NOPA members crushed a record amount of beans for the month. This morning, the Rosario Grain Exchange, they did raise their soybean production forecast from Argentina just slightly, 0.5 million metric tons to 50 million metric tons. This matches the USDA estimate. They left their corn estimate unchanged at 57 million metric tons, just above the USDA forecast of 56. In Brazil, Agro Consults, they raised their, lowered their Brazilian soybean production estimate 1.6 million metric tons to 152.2. Now that's below the USDA of 155, but well above CONAB's estimate from earlier this week at 146.8. Not much change. Weather forecast in South America. Heavy rains are expected to continue to impact east central areas of Argentina, stretching across Uruguay into very southern locations of Brazil here into early next week. Areas of Mato Grosso do Sul and surrounding states in the interior south will need additional rains by early April to avoid second crop corn production losses. Wheat is being pressured by news that China has also been canceling or delaying up to 1 million metric tons of wheat from Australia. This following recent cancellations of French and U.S. wheat. ICAR, they have raised their Russian wheat production forecast 1 million metric tons to 93 million metric tons. That's just above the USDA estimate of 91.5. Their total grain forecast at 147 million metric tons would be up from 144 last year. And in a recent survey, Allendale, they estimate 2024 corn acres here in the U.S. will drop only 1.2% to 93.5 million versus the USDA estimate of 91 in the February Outlook Conference. They see soybean acres at 85.8 million. That's up 2.7% from a year ago. However, still 1.2 million below the USDA outlook number. And wheat they see at 47.6 million acres, down 2 million from a year ago. So some pretty encouraging price action recent days here in the soy complex. We did reach a new fresh 1-month high here, while May also did trade above the $12 level here overnight before pulling back a touch. Corn appears poised to challenge the moving average resistance above the market as well. However, weakness here in the wheat market seems to be holding efforts back here a little bit. So thank you for listening, everyone, and have a wonderful day.